Hello everybody and good morning. My silver Korean friend and I are now here at Watkins Glen International. Now, if you're a motoring fan that's somehow been living under a rock for the past 50 years, Watkins Glen is a very, very significant track. It's one of the most famous tracks in America, hosted the Formula One Grand Prix for a number of years, but stopped a while ago, is still host to many big motorsport events, including NASCAR. It's one of NASCAR's few road courses. And I'm here today at a Porsche Club of America track day. I've been invited down by a lovely gentleman called John, who's a fan of the channel and an Exige owner, despite being a Porsche aficionado for basically most of his life. And this, compared to yesterday, I mean, yesterday was a fantastic day and lovely and I had fun, but this is just a different scale. This is quite incredible. And it's not just Porsche products here today. I mean, there's a lot of those. You got everything from 944s to GT3s to turbos to just anything you can imagine over many, many different decades. There's a 488 challenge car here. There's a 430, which also looks like a challenge car. So there's some very, very expensive toys in the paddock. And a few Lotus too, including an orange Evora 400. So I'm going to see if I can find the owner of that later on, have a bit of a chit chat with him. So for now, though, I have to go into the driver's briefing and attend that. And I'll catch up with you guys afterwards, because today's just a bonus day for me. I'm out on track tomorrow behind the wheel, which is of course going to be amazing, ticking off a big track off my list. But today I'm just going to be trying to passenger with as many cool people as I can possibly find.
Where's Dave? Back here. Of course you're way back there.
So I've just been out for my first lap around the track as a passenger and as a driver. I'm just having my all-American healthy breakfast. Went out with a guy called Marshall and his lovely Exige S2. Spending so much time in Exiges this week, it's crazy. I've never been in one before this week. Real fast flowing track, quite nice. Oh, no runoff at all. You can never have Formula One back here because it's just literally, in some cases, the edge of the track is the barrier. So that's really quite scary. But I will at some point get out with the cameras in the car. So I can't rig up quite as easily as I did the other day. But I will get that done so you guys can see what it's like, because it is spectacular. Obviously, because it's raining, it hasn't taken long for the first shunt of the day. Somebody's had an impact on turn one. I think it's the one over there. What they've impacted, couldn't tell you. Don't know if it's another track user or just the wall, because it is slippery out there, especially if you touch the curbs, which are like glass. So I thought that I would have a bit of a wander around the paddock and show you some of the cool stuff that's here. This thing, I love this. I also love his title, which is great. This is a beautiful color. I think this is Miami, but it's nice. Look, I know I did the video talking about these cars and how nobody really uses them. There are people that do use them, and I salute you if you're one of these people that is driving your GT product and not giving a toss about values. Well done you. Another slightly more used one, Beamer, a Vet. Now over here we have a pretty cool looking slice of Italy. Now there's a real great variety of ages and types and descriptions and stuff here. Obviously it's a very heavy Porsche bias, but as long as you're a club member, you can bring basically whatever you want. So it's a very professional setup here. Like, everyone's got trailers and tents and all sort of stuff. So look at this thing. That is a serious car. Oh, he's got a passenger seat. Oh, passenger seat. So yeah, it's 430. 430 Scud. Interesting. That's I look at the back of this thing. I mean, you can see the engine through the grille. Oh, you can see bits anyway. You see the exhaust and stuff. And down here, you get the gearbox just hanging down there. Carbon fiber diffuser. Pretty badass exhaust. So I can't see this thing really going anywhere while it's heaving it down. But it's a cool car. I mean, look at how industrial some of this stuff is. I mean, that's not pretty sexy Italy. That's just make my car go fast. I don't care what you got to do. I mean, pretty baller setup. You get your Porsche Macan S to tow your 911 GT3 RS. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. A most unusual Lotus down here as well, which you'd struggle to find on an English track day, let alone an American one. Before I show you that though, look at that thing. Love it. It's great to see these old cars out here just being used properly, just people having fun with them. This is a 944 just going past. I just saw about half a dozen 944s on the road yesterday, mostly in a big group. So they're all guys that have obviously been coming up here. So it's a big 3-day event hosted by Porsche Club of America. Speaking of America, here comes a slice of it. The level of organisation here is absolutely crazy. What's also quite interesting and crazy is that the process you have to go through to sort of get on track here. I mean, anyone can sign up and come along as long as you're a club member. But before you're actually allowed to drive on your own, you've got to go through like a lot of tuition and training, like with the instructors. There's 67 instructors here today. For somebody used to European style track days, that's insane. Why they do it, I don't know, but I think it's because they basically don't trust anybody to know what they're doing with their car. Well, I've seen how these people drive on the roads, and maybe it's understandable. Look at that, a 211. What a rare sight. What a rare sight indeed. So I've not seen this thing move yet, so who could tell? Now, this thing over here, this Mini Cooper GP, that was parked up earlier. I thought he was going out, but evidently he didn't. Another super cool car here. So I was out in the Viper GTC the other day. This is the full ACR. So this thing's a bit wild. Serious aero. It produces something, I don't know, something like 800 kilos downforce, something like that. Massive splitter in the front. All the vents have been removed and cut out. Look at this. And look at the size of that rear wing. Like, look at this thing. It's obscene. That's a hell of a car. I love it. It's great. So let's have a wander around here. Let's show you this Evora that's turned up. Which, again, if you watch the channel a lot, you know what Evoras look like, but I just love what a great variety of stuff is here. It's really nice. So more old stuff. Just the super luxurious trailers and things like these. There's some serious people around here. Oh look, bit of America giving Germany a boost. Oh, Boxster Spider. These are sexy cars. Sexy cars. Really underrated as well, I think. Unfortunately, they never got the same treatment as the GT4 did. So it hasn't got the sort of GT3 front end and everything that the GT4 did. They're still very cool cars, command a hell of a premium. Another GT3. They're everywhere. Turbo S over there. There you go. Big on Nissan. And a little lonely Evora next to the 488 Challenge, which I got a couple of pictures of the Challenge earlier. I can't see that going out anytime soon. But yeah, great to see someone here in an Evora. So, keeping the British end up. So if you're watching, good for you, sir. Well done. I'm going to now head back up and see if I can find some refreshments and so on. And the rain is easing up again, so I'm hoping it goes away in a more permanent fashion this time. So this isn't quite what I hoped for. And now for the evening's festivities. By far the best bit about American hospitality, the food. Courtesy of Dinosaur Barbecue, which is pretty serious. What do we got today?
How do we do?
Alright, some chicken.
Chicken wings, appetizer hour, and then we got ribs and chicken splits for your entrees.
Nice. What's that, pork ribs?
Yep. Pork ribs, yep.
Nice. Divine heaven. Eating really tasty barbecue food, good weather, in Victory Lane, at Watkins Glen, and the United States. It's tough to beat this. Really is.